Welcome everyone to another episode of the Intellectual Saviors of Wrestling with your hosts, the Master of the Brain Damage,
Martin,
and the one and only Sam H. And this is the Raw review from the 9th of January.
straight from New Orleans,
Oh dear.
which will conveniently be the stage for WrestleMania next year.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad they've mentioned that
Yeah.
several thousand times.
So, we kicked off the show with Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon's office. And I think, it started off with them discussing Mick's not very well publicised job review.
Yeah. It was a random time for it to appear.
Yeah. Well, it's barely been it's just about been 6 months, I think. How can they do a yearly review only about 7 months into it?
I don't think it's even been that. 4.5. The draft was at the end of July.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, and then obviously there was the long-standing, not so much rumours, but the Undertaker was going to be turning up at some point, and then for some unknown reason, Stephanie said his whole job review depended on the Undertaker turning up.
Strange one.
Yeah, and then we had Wonder Brawn.
Oh, God.
Come steaming in. Give me Reigns or Goldberg. No.
Damn it. Damn it, Braun. Work on your promo, will you? It's terrible.
And obviously Mick turned around and said, well, there's two problems with that. One, Goldberg's not here. He's not even in town.
He only does the big shows.
Just like Hogan. Brother.
Oh. Burn.
And the other problem was Roman Reigns already had a match for the night.
He did.
And then for no reason whatsoever, Seth strolled in, started abusing Braun. And then it got physical. And then Stephanie said, Security! Security!
Damn it. That voice, man, is like nails on a chalkboard. Not you, Stephanie McMahon.
Jeez. Cheers.
Oh. Good impression.
So yeah, and then we were allegedly going to have our first match after that.
Yeah.
It was the handicap match for the US title. And I don't care, no spoilers just yet, but I can safely say this was the greatest Raw of the year.
But it's only the second Raw of the year. Why not? I mean, we've already got the longest reigning Universal Champion.
No, this is going to be the best Raw of the year. So, we had Team Best Friends against Roman Reigns.
But this match didn't quite start as expected.
No, Braun Strowman then got involved and, I don't know how I think technically the match hadn't actually started.
No, the bell hadn't been rung.
Yeah, Braun come in and started beating up Roman, and then it sort of turned into a 3-on-1 for a bit, and then it just sort of broke up, and then Seth come down with a ladder. A ladder? God damn it.
Not a ladder.
No. Steel chair.
Yeah.
And we got a rather controversial move.
Oh,
a Van Daminator.
Did they call it the Van Daminator?
We're calling it a Van Daminator.
It is a Van Dam. Let's be honest.
Yeah. And then Kevin and Chris got their chairs to their backs.
Ooh.
And then Stephanie come out, had a squinty, said, this isn't how we're doing Raw. The WWE Universe deserve this match, and they will have this match later on tonight.
Well, I'd quite like to know why Roman has to defend it in a handicap match. I mean, has he exactly done something to piss off Stephanie McMahon?
Who cares?
Well, it's just Roman's in a handicap match.
So yeah, and then Stephanie said, well, Seth, as you want to fight so much, you've got to fight now. You've got Wonder Brawn.
Oh.
And that was happening right now.
Yes. And at some point they did beat up Braun.
And find out how this match concluded after this commercial break.
Oh. Yes, and somewhere along the lines they did beat up Braun with a couple of steel chairs.
Yeah.
I'm still missing the point where they became buddies again, but
Yeah.
it happened, so we move on.
This match was okay. Had a really crappy ending though. It ended in a double count out.
Yeah, they were both fighting outside the ring.
I think was it Seth went to do like a springboard leap off of the top rope to the outside and he missed, and then for no reason whatsoever Braun decided to try and drag him back to the ring.
Yeah.
And somehow they got double counted out.
Yeah, the ref was counting all while this was going on, and they both got counted out.
So, woo, yay, great opening match.
Yeah. It's not a 5-star classic.
Then we move on to our next match.
Oh dear.
Cruiserweights. It's time to get gentlemanly.
Oh.
It was Jack Gallagher versus Drew Gulak.
Oh God, Drew Gulak. Yeah.
Yep, so we had the extraordinary gentleman, Jack Gallagher, in action.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this match.
Yes.
But then again, anything involving Jack Gallagher, I like.
He is an amazing athlete.
Yep. Although, I think it's about time he has another duel.
Duel. Yeah. Was this the match that Davari interfered in? Or did he actually beat him? I can't remember.
No. He actually beat him, but I think Davari might have made an appearance after the match.
No, I think he was interviewed after the match and he said he was going to challenge Davari to a parlay.
That was it, yes.
Straight out of the Pirates of the Caribbean playbook.
Yeah.
Damn to the depths those who invented parlay.
With the threat of fisticuffs.
That scoundrel was going to get it.
That's what his punishment was going to be if he refused it. The offer.
And if you haven't watched 205 live yet to see the parlay, do it. It's entertaining. Even just for Jack Gallagher's umbrella, William. There is a method behind it.
Oh dear. Right, moving on to the next segment. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around it. We had the epic return of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, promoting his new movie.
Yeah, and just before we get into this, Sean, I know you're not listening, but you're a 50-something-year-old man. Dabbing is not cool.
And if you don't know, he only mentioned it about 20,000 times on Raw. His new movie comes out in theatres January 20th.
And I will not be watching it.
No. So yeah, he was out self-promoting, and then for no reason whatsoever, Rusev, Jinder Mahal, and Lana came out interrupting the whole schedule. And apparently now, Lana's an actress. She's a big-time actress now. And Rusev started chucking in some crappy insults. And he's like, right, you know what you got to do to make this film great? You got to put my wife in it. And it's like, right?
It's already been done.
Yes, it's already been filmed. It's going to be in theatres in a week and a half. It's already been done. And then, yeah, Sean tried to emphasise that. No, you need to put my wife in to make it great. Do some of your CGI stuff, whatever. And Sean was like, it doesn't work that way.
It really doesn't. Oh my.
So, yeah, so this was going on and on and on and on and on. And then, of course, this brought out Enzo and Big Cass.
Still in his wheelchair.
Yeah. Still recovering from his foot injury or back injury, where the hell it's meant to be.
It was a back complaint, I think they said it was.
So, yeah. A few insults chucked here and there. I think didn't Shawn Michaels get a Dumb and Dumber movie insult in there?
They were going through like movie names. And Cass said the pianist. It was like you can't say that.
No, the pianist. Oh, right, man who plays piano. Oh, okay, you can say that.
Good stuff.
So yeah, and then Rusev got all pissed off and angry, getting all rolled out, and he's like, right, I'll fight you, Big Cass. You can fight Jinder.
Oh. Why would anyone want to fight Jinder?
I have no idea. And shock horror, it didn't go too well for the man of inner peace.
No, they've scrapped that. They don't do that anymore.
Oh, okay. Oh, he just screwed it already after a few weeks.
Yes. This wasn't a long match at all.
No, although it didn't end well for Rusev either. He got the sweet chin music right to that chin of his.
And he deserved it because he insulted Shawn earlier and said that he probably couldn't lift his leg up that high anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you're on your back now, so.
Yeah, and then that caused the distraction, and then Big Cass hit the Empire Elbow.
The Empire Elbow? Whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the first time since Randy Savage an elbow drop's been a finishing move.
So yeah.
No, Rock, people's elbow.
Obviously.
But he never actually pinned that many people with that move.
So, and then we move on to our next match.
Oh, thank God.
More cruiserweight action.
Oh, really?
You've got the king of the cruiserweights, Neville. He's facing off against somebody we haven't seen in a little while on television.
Yeah.
It was Lindsay Dorado.
Oh, the Golden Links.
Yeah. This match was alright for what it was. Unfortunately, it's been a problem since they brought in the cruiserweights. They're majorly underusing most of them.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Unfortunately for the Golden Links, it wasn't going to be a good night.
No, they've done the right thing, though. They've made Neville take the red arrow out of his playbook. And they've given him a new submission finisher.
Yeah, it was really brutal.
Which it sort of looks...
Not as brutal as the Brutal Brothers, though.
They were never brutal. A couple of fat guys. Yeah.
I remember when someone tried to go and meet Billy Gunn in a local nightclub, and he got stopped by the Brutal Brothers.
Yeah, he tried buying Billy Gunn a drink.
Boy, mate, get it off. Oh, dear.
Funny.
Oh, Christ, can we just skip the backstage moment, the next backstage moment?
Yeah, but quickly, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Rich Swann attacked Neville, and then we go backstage.
Do we have to?
We do have to.
Oh,
it is our duty as journalistic reporters.
I hate this crap. We had another crappy backstage segment with Alicia Fox and the very uninspiring Scottish idiot.
Oh no.
Noam Dar.
The plastic Scotsman.
Yeah, and they were going backwards and forwards with crap, and then Alicia Fox then kissed Noam Dar, and then she sort of like started to walk off and said, yeah, Cedric was right, you can't handle a real woman.
I have so many problems with this segment, but I'm not getting into it now.
No, it's bollocks, and we'll just leave it at that.
What kind of man allows their girlfriend to blatantly snog another man? And just whatever.
That's alright, I'll just skip ahead. Apparently Cedric Alexander split up with Alicia Fox on 205 Live.
Yes, he did. And she went into a crazy routine of throwing stuff and screaming and...
like when she had all that crap with Nia Jax a few weeks ago.
Yes, throwing stuff and screaming. Typical Alicia Fox. BS. So, on to the next
match. Well, we had a reversal of the singles match from two tag teams from last week. You've got Sheamus versus Luke Gallows.
Yes,
And then you had, who did we have on commentary?
Carl Anderson. It was his time on commentary. It was time to shine.
Cesaro stole the limelight from him.
Terrible.
Sheamus got the announcer's table to himself last week. Why shouldn't Carl Anderson?
It was brilliant just hearing Carl Anderson's response to that. And he did mention his hot Asian wife.
Yeah. And he also mentioned about how many titles him and Luke have won in Japan.
It was a lot.
Yeah. So, this match was enjoyable to an extent. I mean, admittedly, the announcing was a bit more entertaining.
Yeah, the match was good for what it was, but...
Well, it all escalated when Carl Anderson attacked Cesaro.
He threw a water bottle at him.
Yeah. And unfortunately, that caused the distraction for Luke. And unfortunately, he faced a brogue kick for his troubles.
Yeah, Sheamus wins, and
Yeah.
I'm sure this tag rivalry is going to heat up at some point. But
Yeah.
all four people will probably be in the Royal Rumble, so we may not even get a match.
Yeah. And then we had Mick Foley's job evaluation.
Oh, yeah.
We went backwards and forwards, rubbish and whatnot. Stephanie then teased the crowd with the Undertaker, with it going black, the whole arena going out black, and then her music started.
Terrible.
Yeah. And then it went backwards and forwards until we heard that famous gong.
Now, when I first heard it, I was like, nah, they're screwing with us because they did this a couple of years ago when they brought out a casket and it was Bray Wyatt in it. And I refused to believe it until I saw The Undertaker.
But he was actually there.
Yeah, he was. And he was in good health. He looks good.
Yeah. Grown his hair out a bit as well.
Yeah. He looks in decent shape.
Yeah. And then he come out to the ring. Shot a few firing words at Stephanie, saying nobody controls the dead man. I go where I want, when I want.
Yep. He does what he wants, shows up when he wants. And he had an announcement for the WWE faithful.
Yeah. He is going to be in the Royal Rumble match. He's dug 29 holes for 29 souls.
Oh dear.
So it's not going to be good for everyone else in the Rumble. Yeah, so there you have it. Deadman is in the Rumble match.
But here's the problem I have. If he does what he wants and goes where he wants, is there much point giving him a number? Do they just,
Probably not.
do we just wait for him to come out?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, how do you get a number to The Undertaker?
Don't know. Yeah, and then whilst I remember as well, you had this random moment backstage where Undertaker was talking and it went backstage and Braun was there watching the telly for some unknown reason. So we really hope that's not hinting at something for in the future, because that match would just be awful.
I don't need to see that match.
Nobody needs to see that match.
Braun is not at the stage of his career where he can have a 5-star match with The Undertaker.
Ooh.
Oh, he might never be at that stage of his career.
So, that was the dead man
Yeah.
and his big announcement. So, and then whilst I remember, we had a brief backstage moment earlier on in the night with Sasha and Bayley, talking about Bayley's big win last week and that. Then inevitably Charlotte got involved, started bitch talking that. Then Nia Jax come along for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then they put a bit of a beat down on Sasha and Bayley. And then Then Bailey and Sasha went into Stephanie's office, basically demanding a match against them next week, and she went on a massive tirade saying, "Who the hell do you think you are coming into my office?"
I hate her voice.
Well, I tell you what, you can have your match against them, but it'll be tonight. Take it or leave it.
Yay.
Ooh. So, and that was our next match.
And I find it very funny that Steph has to be more over than most of the women on the roster.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this whole authority thing needs to go out the window, if it hasn't already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, next match was Charlotte, Nia Jax versus Sasha and Bailey. I mean, truthfully honest, I didn't really enjoy this match.
I was bored out of my head. I think I was playing something on my phone.
Yeah.
But I did notice a couple of things.
Yeah. In the end, Charlotte Flair and Nia Jax ended up picking up the victory.
Yep, Nia Jax hit a big leg drop on Bailey and pinned her 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. And woo, nobody cares.
And this is moving somewhere.
Apparently. Oh dear. Then we had a near enough reenactment of last week again.
Well, that doesn't happen very often.
You had the New Day come out and speak to the crowd and talk about various things and whatnot. And then they said, look, you know all the stuff happened last week with Titus. But, you know, we want to come out here and give him another chance.
Yeah.
So then the Brand made his appearance.
Ugh, the Brand.
Long story short, words were said very quickly, and it was then decided Kofi would be fighting Titus this week.
Yeah, they showed some footage from NXT from about 6 years ago.
With one of the challenges.
And Titus slipped up and dropped the keg when he did that challenge.
Yeah.
And they were going to make him do it again.
Yeah.
And it was a keg full of booty juice. It makes sure your throat is loose. And he did well. He nearly, but right at the end, he dropped it before he went over the finish line.
Yep, so it didn't count.
And he put his hands on Kofi, and he was like, no. You don't do that. We're going to have a match right now.
Yeah, so Titus had a little bit of an offense going on. Then through distractions and whatnot, Kofi ended up picking up the victory in this one with the SOS? Trouble in Paradise. Sorry, yeah. Trouble in Paradise.
He never pins anyone with the SOS. Ever.
Oh, yeah. So that was that. Another failed attempt for the Brand.
You'd think next week he's probably going to be taking on Big E.
I think I'd be more shocked if he didn't. Yeah. And then it was main event time. Jericho versus Roman Reigns for the US title.
Yes. And this was the big old culmination of, is Jericho finally going to win the one title he's never won in his career?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, well, he's the first person to ever win all the titles that he's won. But that one piece was missing from it, the US title.
And he's never done Royal Rumble or King of the Ring either.
No. But he's pretty much won every other title that's available.
It's true. I still refuse to give him first undisputed champion, though.
No, you do not give him that.
I'll call him third. I'll happily give him third, but not first or second.
No. Those accolades go to Randy Savage and the Nature Boy.
Yes. and before someone comments that, it was the first time the two world titles were unified, they were both under the WWE banner at that point, so it don't count.
Yeah. So, getting back to the match, though.
Yes.
Roman had his moments, but it was mostly Jericho and Kevin Owens on top in this one.
Yeah, this was a fan's dream. It was just Roman getting his ass kicked, and he did.
Yeah,
I mean, he had a few comeback moments here and there.
and you had a moment where Roman tried to lock Chris into the shark cage, and Kevin come along for the save, and he pushed over the shark cage.
Yeah, the cage went off the stage.
So yeah. And then, as we got towards the end of the match, the table started to turn.
Yes. I think, what was it? Roman went for his kick on the ring apron, and he took a super kick.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's right.
And then he took the hop-up power bomb to the ring apron.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure if you've done yet on 2K17.
No, I have not yet.
You want to do that?
I'll do it after we've done it.
Really, there you go.
So yeah.
And that all made it because he chucked Roman back in the ring. And it was all academic at that point.
Yeah. And then he got a code breaker for his troubles. And then it was 1, 2, 3.
You'd done
New US champion.
Now, not to me, the only problem I had with this was that they should have made a bigger deal over this being the only title Jericho has never won.
Yeah.
I mean, it got mentioned a couple of times, but it could have been made a lot bigger than it actually was.
Yeah. No one's done what he's achieved.
No.
Ever. You know, at the end of the day, you can
Maybe JBL. He's held the US title.
But then you can go back even further and make this accomplishment even more better. Jericho, trying to just remember back and make sure I'm not getting any of this wrong. He's held the WWF Championship.
Yep.
He's held the Intercontinental title on various times.
He's the record holder 9 times.
Been European Champion.
Yep.
US Champion. Multiple Tag Team Champion.
Yeah, I think he's held both of them.
And he's held both the World Heavyweight and the WWE Championship.
I don't think he was hardcore at one point. Possibly a couple of times.
Yeah, I think at one point everyone's been hardcore champion.
Yeah, in the whole thing of them making Grand Slam champions, hardcore title counted as the third title that you needed.
Yeah.
Either hardcore or European.
Yeah. I think you could even make an argument. Chris has probably won at least 3 variations of the tag team titles.
Yeah. WWE World Tag Team and the Unified Tag Title.
Yeah. And then, of course, as well, he's got various accomplishments from WCW as well. He won the WCW Cruiserweight title.
These guys won a lot of belts.
And did they have a television title?
They did have a television title.
I'm sure Chris has won that as well. And I'm sure he had the WCW US title. He never got the big one, though, in WCW.
No. It's a major selling point for him.
Yeah.
Sore subject.
Yeah. So, you're ending the show with the gift of Jericho.
And he does have this t-shirt. I must remind you.
Oh, yes, I do. I most certainly do. And I'll be wearing it to the Royal Rumble as well.
Woo!
Yep.
Damn, this has been a long review.
So, I think we'll end it right there. But, on a final note, we're just going to announce that we're going to be entering the Royal Rumble.
That is correct. Everybody else has, so we're announcing it here. We're in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, no seriousness. Of course, we're not in the Rumble, but
No, I'm making it. I'm sending an email. I'm sending a tweet to Vince McMahon right now. We're in the Royal Rumble.
it's just ridiculous how this has all gone around. I mean, you had Seth Rollins announce on Twitter that he was going to be entering the Rumble.
Hell, Dolph Ziggler announced on Talking Smack he was going to be in the Royal Rumble.
Shane just sort of looked and went, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're in. Whatever. See, Shane's even surprised by this.
Right.
Okay, that's enough fun and games. From your host, the master of the brain damage,
I've been Martin.
and the one and only Sam H. We will see you again for the next one. Bye bye.